Hey everybody, nice to see you all back. Today we are continuing the work on the motor going into its final resting place. Today what we need to do is pull the motor back out of the car and install the ACT clutch system to its final place. We just needed some bolts to go from the flywheel to the pressure plate. Colton picked some of those up today while I was at work. Everybody's going to be out here again to continue on the cage. Like I said, get that motor in its final resting place. The only thing that needs to be done there is pounding out the trans tunnel, and it should set nice. We can probably get started on a trans mount, but we will see what goes on. As you guys saw in the last one, I did get all the wheels. Shout out once again to MST Wheels for the newest sponsor. They are looking great with all the tires mounted on. But with all that said, let's get on with what we're doing. I need to move all this stuff out of the way so we can get to the cherry picker and get the motor back out. And I lost the contact, so now I have to wear these glasses that were prescribed like 2 years ago, so I won't see clearly, but whatever, that's first world problems. Let's get this thing out. The ACT pressure plate is on there. It's torqued correctly to 26 foot-pounds. These are, what was it, M8 by 1.25 bolts. So that's all set up. And if we jump over here, Colton is using a bottle jack. Hi! The only way he knows, which is the redneck way, to widen the tunnel just a little bit. Just a little hair.
It works, it works.
All right. We didn't need too much. The transmission actually fit surprisingly well. The other part of the transmission on the bell housing that was touching is here, and Colton had a field day on that. It's not pretty, but we'll put a little spray paint there.
One J covers that up, you're good.
Now what I need to do is find the clutch fork and all the boots and things, and get that all set up on the transmission side. Okay, we have the throwout bearing from the Collins kit, a stronger version of the 350Z clutch fork. We have the shorter pivot ball and the clips to connect the throwout bearing to the clutch fork, and then a boot to go on the side of the transmission to keep all the dust out. Throwout bearing, the clutch fork, the boot, all the clips are all in the trans now. I'm going to clean out these metal shavings before everybody gets pissy. Travis and Colton.
It's friction additive.
And then, good enough. There we go. And then we will throw it back onto the motor. The things that had to be changed in the FRS bay are these had to be cut off, and then there was a point that the strut bars would connect to up here. You just take a spot drill and then cut along the factory weld, and then that piece can come out. So those are the only two we found were actually interfering. I think there was a bracket on this clutch reservoir as well that also covered these fuel lines, but I mean, who needs that? Safety, right? And then, like I said earlier, this got pounded out so the bell housing on the CD09 can sit further back, and then he used the bottle jack to widen up the tunnel. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. We actually got quite a bit less done than I thought we would, but that's how the cookie crumbles. It is what it is. The like I said before, engine and transmission is just about in the spot it's going to sit. I can actually start to wire up all the ECU stuff, which is awesome. And you may have noticed earlier, I did put the seat in here to check how the harness bar would meet up. And it's perfect because my shoulder is a little bit higher. So it will, the strap will not touch the seat at all, and it will actually pull me into the seat. So that is a very good placement. I'm happy with that. And then once Evan gets in here, we're gonna have the trans mount welded up, as well as obviously we got to work on the rest of the cage, which is a big part of this. Hopefully we can get that done within a couple weeks here, because the drift season is coming very quickly. So with that, I'm gonna leave off here. Thank you guys very much again for liking and subscribing. If you haven't, please do so, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.